How the heck are you, everybody? I'm Fastidious. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to the Fastidious test server. As you can see, we've got a new hero on our screen here. She's live on Forerunner. Shout out to Ray from Dragon Slayers. He's already got her A5, but this is going to be Abyzou. That's how I'm choosing to pronounce this name, and she is a new epic lord. The first new lord, additional epic lord we've ever had in a faction. She is a cultist lord. Basically, all I need to show you is her jiggle physics are broken. Only that right titty moves. So, probably worth getting, because that's a unique collectible. Anyway, she's a really just straight up AoE DPS and a very strong epic DPS. So, we're going to bring her into 119 and try to solo that thing. I'll show you her kit really quickly. Then I think I'll show you her awakenings. We'll leave that for the end, but they're very strong and they really help her out, putting out some more DPS. So, I think we'll try 120 after that.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Looking at the build I've put on her, not a slouch of a build, right? All ancient soulbound. Then we've got a great little breastplate here that has attack speed on it, and then a nice little weapon. I'll show you all the pieces very quickly. Just going for high attack, high crit damage, decent attack speed. It's a good build. Quite frankly, it is a free-to-play build because you can farm all this gear up free-to-play, but it's a later game build, you know, when he farmed up a lot better gear. Obviously, this is a hell of a Soulbound Arcana set. You'll see she is not crit capped. That is because we are bringing Autumn. Aside from that, not so much to talk to you about. I'll show you her stats. We've got her 11.3 attack. Not super high, but granted, we are bringing Dolores. I do question if this is going to be enough attack for 120, but sure, it will be fun. Then if we go down here, you can see not crit capped yet at 91%, but of course, we have Autumn, and when we put Awakenings into her and try 120, she gets 8% additional crit rate from her Awaken level 4, so that'll give her 99%, basically crit capped, and very solid crit damage at 350%. It's basically all we need to talk about. No rage regen added, so I just have my base stuff from the Pantheon, and she's got 14 rage regen auto. She has a very, very typical... actually, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say she has a typical thing, but I got thrown off. Normally, it'd be 2.6, you might expect, all the way up at 3.5. So similar to some of our slower mages in the game. We nearly cut that thing in half with 448 attack speed, 348 additional. We got it to 1.8 seconds. Let's look at the skills now. A pretty simple kit, which is quite nice. We'll start with the talent. Restores 15 rage when an enemy dies in range. Great for mobby content. Really very much built for GR1, where you have people dying a lot. This allows her to come up with the ult pretty darn quickly. This effect can be triggered one time every 0.5 seconds. So occasionally if you kill a bunch of mobs at once, that's a bummer. Otherwise, every time a mob dies, essentially, you're getting 15 rage. It's not a ton, but it's absolutely something. She is a lord, so let's look at her lord skill. First part, exactly the same as Aeon. Second part, exactly the same as Aeon. So no changes. The way we have, you know, when we got new lords, extra legendary lords in factions, comparing like King Hearts to Elder, that last line is always different. Not the case with these guys, right? Not the case at all. This is exactly the same lord skill as Aeon. Not a single word out of place. Interesting. I don't know. Feels like a missed opportunity to just add a little something something, but it is what it is. Let's start with the basic AoE magic attack. Very simple kit, like I said. 110% AoE damage up to 5 enemies. Got it. It's 100% and then 110 with skill ups. I max skilled her. When the hero has Psyche Force, so I guess we do have to go to the ultimate first so I can explain that to you. Deals 160% damage. This is when fully skilled up. 600 costs. 160% damage 3 times to up to 10 enemies in range. I love that they're listing the number of enemies she can hit and target. Every 1 target hit grants 1 stack of Psyche Force. So when there's tons of mobs, she can get 10 stacks. What does Psyche Force do? Well, each stack increases attack by 3% up to 10 stacks. So you can immediately, when there's tons of mobs, get max stacks. It lasts for 12 seconds. It can always be refreshing whenever you're ulting again. That's 30% more attack. That's kind of how we're able to get away with building her with only like 11,000 whatever attack. That and Dolores. Let's just check out those jiggle physics once again. Yep, it's only the right titty. We'll go to the passive. Spectral Trampler. When the hero has Psyche Force, so what she gets when she's hitting those targeted enemies from the ultimate, and hits an enemy with a basic attack, generates an additional ground effect, which deals 15% damage per second for 5 seconds. Airborne units take half the damage instead, typical of an AoE ground effect in this game. Just another way she's putting out a lot of DPS. She puts out a lot of DPS. I will say, candidate for the ugliest hero in the game, right? Maybe it comes back around to being cool, but this is a mess. She's got pink skin, she's got strange tribal things everywhere, a floating head that looks very cheap. They should work on the rendering. Cool hair, and then just the wackiest, strangest clown makeup face with the weirdest horns and bone jaw, whatever. It's just bizarre. I'll show you the artifact, and then we'll head right into battle. We're giving her max out tier Twilight. I want to see her at her ultimate potential, or at least what my account can give her. Pretty cool stuff over here, guys. This is Abyzou. And again, that is how I am choosing to pronounce it. To make sure we have a success run, always good to jiggle the right titty and the right titty only. And now we can head into battle. So I will say, we're basically running all epics here except for Elowen. Easily this would work without Elowen. But, you know, I want to really show her off, and I want her ulting as much as possible. So I'm choosing to go Elowen. You can yell at me in the comments. Everybody else is an epic, and then Autumn is a rare. I'm bringing Dallin just because there's no one else I really wanted to bring. Dallin and Pyros, they're not really going to make an appearance. Pyros isn't even geared. I'll show you that at the end. Dallin is just, I'll plop her down now so we can get some cost early on and get everybody out. We don't need it, obviously. The last run I didn't even use Dallin. But hey, I have 10 slots. I might as well use them. We'll put Dolores here underneath so she is a bit more protected when the aura guys come. Then we'll put Autumn here. I've got Autumn in a decent HP build. You can see she's in a golden scarab. And now we can place Laurel. Now Dallin's generating just hella cost. It's a little annoying, I'll say. She's got an auto ult when she does her spiritual siphon. So it's a bit annoying when it comes to timing out her ult with Dolores and Autumn. Essentially, I'll do it on the first one. Then I'm going to throw this thing on auto. And I'm not really going to do it again to like the last kind of phase of the battle when the big mobs are coming down, because we won't really need it. Let's get Mari out there. And you can see she's nearly ready to ult. Let's trigger. Let's trigger. Now we'll just throw this thing on auto. I did not need to bring Aeon, but I figured it'd be fun to bring the 2 epic cultist lords, and between Aeon and Mari, that's just a ton of magic vulnerability uptime, basically 100%, tons of crowd control, just cool stuff, so why not? Oh, I got to pick up Dallin. I almost blew my whole run, and now we got to get Elowen down, and now we're basically good. So we can sit back and watch the damage that she does. It's a lot. I mean, and it ticks really quickly because you're getting the ground effect. She's at decent speed at 1.8 second attack interval. It's just good. That actually lined up beautifully between Dolores and Abyzou. She's just a DPS hero, and she's good at it. I will say at Awaken level 3, I'll show you she gets magic resistance reduction, and it's a pretty good one. So I'll save that. I'll save all the fun awakening stuff for next. But you can see we're going no anti-heal here. We're basically going all epics except for Elowen. Maybe I should do a run without Elowen. Too late now. If you guys want to see that, I'll make a separate, very short video just showing that. I mean, obviously it would work. We don't need to cycle this aggressively. 120, I'll just tell you right now, I don't think we're going to get it. But I also, as you can see, she's unawakened. I haven't tested her with awakenings, so I thought that would be fun. Simple as that. This is where I'm going to throw the auto off. Now the big guys are coming down. You can see they've basically been tickling the wall. So we don't hate that. There, she's about ready to ult. And actually, she's a little bit ahead, so I didn't need to turn the auto off. Let's go. We're a little late also with Hollow, so hopefully no one dies. Let's trigger with Aeon. Let's actually get a heal down here. We're just going to hammer away at Hollow. Pretty good stuff. Let's trigger with Elowen. No one died. That's always nice. All right, now we're here. We can pick up Laurel. I'll put down Pyros. It really doesn't matter. He's not wearing gear. But might as well get another quick trigger here. And now we ult right again. I like to wait on Laurel and be patient, because then you get these good moments where you can just put out tons of damage. I mean, look at the enemy deaths ticking up. We're already at 50 deaths with half the wall left, just less than half the wall left. She's just a good DPS hero. So going to be another, she'll be rare because she's an epic lord, but essentially I'm assuming maybe she'll have a fusion. Going to be a really free to play option to beat 119 for anyone who gets to there, because she's epic, she's easy to build, and just a ton of damage. I mean, I'll show you at the end of this battle. I mean, this is solo DPS. No one else is doing DPS. She is just really good. Okay, let's pick up Pyros. Let's get another little Triggy going. Let's go. Ready. Put down in front of the boss so he gets confused. Why not? You always keep him on his toes. Let's pick off that one last guy. Down he goes. And there's the wall. So you can see why I'm weary about 120. But I will say, I mean, this is straight up solo DPS. If you have a Virna or a Comet or even, you know, a Laseer that you built with some DPS, something like that, I think her and Laseer could probably do 120. Again, if you want to see that, just let me know and I can make a video about it. Certainly her with Awakenings, I would guess. We'll try her with Awakenings right after this because I want to test this out. But yeah, there you go. So, you know, it's not a total walk in the park, but we did basically have it on auto the whole time, and it is essentially a solo DPS. I mean, you'll see. I can't imagine Aeon or Mari put out more than 100k damage or something minuscule like that. Let's throw this back on auto. Good hero. Good hero. Mark her down. That's just a good epic hero. Just straight up DPS. It just works. She's a Lord. Has a nice little Lord skill. For a lot of people, she's going to be more viable than Aeon because I think Mari's a lot more plug and play and usable than Aeon is. So now you don't have to really, you can bring Mari and then you don't have to bring Aeon. You can bring the DPS Epic Lord, right? Let's go here. Let's look at the stats. Not too shabby. 109. It's a big number, folks. It's a big number. Always be weary when you see these numbers, though. She's the only one putting out DPS, so of course there's only so much damage to go around. She's claiming it all for herself, but she frickin' did it. So there you go. Let's complete that run. I'm going to talk you through the Awakenings. We'll do one more run at 120. Let's not get our hopes up, but let's see how well we can do. We're going to go again. By the way, obviously, Power of Dominance was off. It always is. Power of Dominance is off here, too. So let's break down those Awakenings. I do think she gets really spiced up with Awakenings. She's the kind of hero you could use Soul Stones on, especially if you're like mid-game. So, I mean, honestly, just period, because eventually you're going to reach the point where you just have to use your Epic Soul Stones on someone. See the A1, when there is more than one target in range, which for a fight like this is like always, basic attack is a 25% chance to hit one more target. So if you get her going at a nice quick attack interval, like 1.8 seconds like we have, it's going to be pretty frequent, you know, that we're going to hit some extra targets, get some more DPS. So let's skill her up there. Guys, this is the test server, so of course I've got a ton of resources. Extra attack, that's going to go a long way. We will happily accept that. A3, I told you about the ultimate now, which she does ult a lot, right? A 600 cost ult, you build her with high attack. You run some high attack speed, high attack as well, but high attack speed, you get some rage boosters like a hollow or an element or something like that. This will come up a lot. A 15% 10-second long magic res reduction on everyone she hits. She can hit up to 10 units. That is supremely strong, supremely strong. So this is where she really starts to shine. That's A3. Now at A4, there's the 8% crit rate that I discussed. And then her A5, if we go down here, you'll see increases damage dealt by 20% for 10 seconds when a target dies in range. So this is going to be, whenever we have the big bunches of mobs coming at us, the big waves, this is going to be crazy high uptime, right? Because she's going to be killing people all the time. So there she goes, A5. Let's see what we can't do. I will say, if we took exactly this build back into 119, total melt job. No doubt about it. Because she handled it quite well with her 109 million already. Now imagine with all those boosts. However, we're doing 120. We're doing no anti-heal. All epics except for Element. Let's get into it. We're going to use our Dallin strategy again, because why not? Let's do this thing, baby. Let's do this thing. So let's throw Dallin down. Dallin down. Let's get Abyzou. If anyone thinks they have a better pronunciation than Abyzou, let me know, and I'll decide if I will accept it. Unlikely, though. I kind of like saying Abyzou. Let's wait. Again, we're not getting our hopes up. We're just going to do our best. We're going to see what we can't do. There's a big down trigger. Slightly early. Hold off on Autumn. Doesn't really matter, though, now, because she is 99%. But I guess it does matter, because we do want that extra 60 crit damage. Autumn's a god. You can see, look at these numbers. I mean, this is legitness. She is doing a heck of a job. So she handles that first wave like it's nothing. It is going to be harder later on when the anti-heals are really stacking up. We can pick up Dallin now. We can get Element down. Let's get a little trigger. We're going to throw this thing on auto. Actually, I will wait for Dolores. Let's make sure we handle these guys pretty well. Let's give it an honest shake. I don't like that she has an auto ult, I'll be honest. I like that it's cheap, but I don't like that it's an auto ult. See, it comes up real quick. She's ulting really consistently. So at a quicker pace than Autumn and Dolores for sure. But let's wait. Let's time it all out. Let's be good boys. A little bit longer. All right, trigger. Let's get this down. You can see now they're piling up, but we are already up to 15 kills, no anti-heal. I think that's already really impressive for a solo epic DPS. Now we're over 20. I mean, she's no slouch. She really is no slouch. I mean, this is legit. You can see the numbers are big, and we didn't even go super high attack on this build. I'm impressed by her. Like, decidedly, that is my review, guys. I think she's impressive. And she's epic, and she's available. I don't know if I said this already. She is available from Ancient exclusive, but she's not Ancient exclusive. She's available from Ancients and normal summons. Or at least that's how it is on Forerunner, so I presume we'll get the same thing. Look at this, 27 kills. I mean, this is really legit. I'm shocked. This is better than I expected. She is very good. She's a very good hero. Someone ring the bell, guys. We got a very good hero alert. Now she finally dies, as you expect when everyone's mounting up. We'll just end the run there, because the whole run's broken without her. But 30 kills. The wall was starting to crumble, but that is dang impressive. Her with Awakenings is a beast. Her without Awakenings, as you saw, is supremely viable. Still put up a cool 77.6 million. She is a beast. She's actually a beast. All right, she is a very high-ranked epic. She is super, super good. I mean, she is a freaking beast. A lot more viable than Aeon for a lot of content, especially when people will probably want to defer to Mari over Aeon, especially in the world of Boreas that we now live in. So let's throw up. Let's give that right titty. Mind my language. I know I've said titty a lot, but let's give it one last jiggle for good luck. There you go. There you guys have it. Abyzou. What a beast. Wow, what an actual beast. I love this hero, actually. I really hope I get her and can play around with her more. Hideous. A hideous hero, but a brilliant kit. A beautiful kit. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my stuff, I've been Fastidious. Like it, comment, subscribe. Absolutely hammer that notification bell. All notifications. It's the best way you can support me or any creator, for that matter, that you like. And guys, share with your mother. See you in the next one.
Fastidious.